Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and to play some of the games immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this Big Red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Miami, Ohio Readhawks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the fly motion. When he breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Redhawks are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, and now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He's looking to throw it. Now adjusting. Oh, he's going to go up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Redhawks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Redhawks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. At a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miami. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. you can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They're trying to get to it. And it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play. Momentum shift for the defense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Throwing right. It's complete. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami, Ohio.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. Afterburners coming. Oh, almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. Push down for the tackle. The Redhawks will hustle to the line. Trying to make their way to the promised land on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Redhawks.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Miami, Ohio, 28. Nebraska, 3.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Floating away. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Jackson going to throw it. Trying to get to him. Fires into traffic, picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Nebraska! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Line getting set on second down. Jackson will throw. He's got the back in the middle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's caught! Touchdown, Miami! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Nebraska.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. The offense set for a first down play. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Makes the grab on the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Huskers in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Cornhuskers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we can airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
On the move is the 30. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And it's right down the boulevard. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
38, Nebraska.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. A lot of we are's inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 31 over Michigan. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Jackson gonna throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Redhawks.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a drive there of 82 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. And the Redhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage. A shot toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami, Ohio, 52. Nebraska, 31.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Hall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami, Ohio, 52. Nebraska, 31.
The Huskers have this offense rolling. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got room on the return. The 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson will throw. Takes the easy one to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
Touchdown, Readhawks! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
59, Nebraska, 31.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
Keeps looking downfield. Makes a connection. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking left. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Husker!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Jackson going to throw it. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
They'll keep it on the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, hit the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just Balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time, he's got his man. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To throw, it's Raiola. Buying some time. He chucks one out to the right. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with as many points as being scored. You got the stop late.